Welcome to the Vintage Card Vault, brought to you by the Reds Rippers, showcasing some of our biggest hits from over 40 years ago. Yes, usually I'm telling you about a buy I had in the 1980s at a local flea market. I wanted to give you a little update on something I picked up at my local shop. I reached into the 74 bin of the Commons. Every card's 50 cents. First one I grabbed was Carl Yastrzemski, 1974. All of these are 74. Corners in pretty darn good shape. None of them have bends. Back's in decent shape. So I got the 74 Carl Yastrzemski. Then I flipped to it, and what is it? A 1974 Kaline. Couldn't believe it. I thought, wow, 2 Hall of Famers back to back, 50 cents each. Flip to the next card. Who is it? The Hall of Famer, Dandy Don Sutton, 300 and some wins. Dodgers. Couldn't believe that. I thought, whoa, why are all these Hall of Famers? What's next? Another Hall of Fame pitcher, Mr. Bert Blyleven. It's like, okay. Hall of Fame quality dipping just a little. That's okay. Thought, I am picking every one of these up. Corners look great. Fronts look great. The centering's not even bad. Next card I hit. Boom. The knuckleballer Phil Niekro with the Atlanta Braves. Looking good. I thought, oh, come on. 50 cents for these nearly 50-year-old cards. Who's next? Gaylord Perry. Love me some Gaylord Perry. Cleveland Indians Hall of Famer. Corners looking really good on this card. I was like, what? Centering, looking good. It's so hard on these old cards to find great centering to start. Like, what's next? Who's next? The mustache. Raleigh Fingers. Yeah. Oakland A's, Raleigh Fingers. Once again, decent corners. A little on the bottom there. Centering's probably one of the best centerings. Coloring's good. I don't know if he picked up a collection and he didn't even go through these and just threw them into his 74s. To me, though, why would you put all these guys in for 50 cents? Jim Palmer, the hurler, the Cy Young, World Series winner, Hall of Famer, looking great. Another one, the centering's a little off on that, but the color, the white, is very crisp. Corners, looking really good. Thought, oh my gosh, when's this going to end? Boom. Steve Carlton. Centering really kind of stinks on this one. Yeah. Corners, though, looking very good. Next one, Harmon Killebrew. I think, wow. I think I only have one of his cards in my collection. Some reason I just never picked up any Harmon Killebrew cards back in the 80s when I was picking up some vintage stuff back in my youth. I picked up one a few years. It's a little older card than this 74. It's like, I love to get that. Another one. I think this is number 11, actually, of the Hall of Famers in a row. Fergie Jenkins. Really went out of this world to get that action shot there. Could have done a little better for old Fergie. Hall of Famer. Texas Rangers, mainly you think of him as the Cubs. That's what I do. But, the centering's off. Color's great. Little ragged on the cut at the top. But then there were a few more after that. Not Hall of Famers, but Boog Powell. Kind of a Baltimore Orioles legend. Big Boog Powell. Guy always looked like he was about 50 years old, even when he was in his 20s. That's just my opinion, but okay. Love me some Boog Powell. A couple of his cards. Next card, Joe Torre. Who doesn't love Joe Torre? I'm sure there are plenty that don't love Joe Torre. But from the Cardinals, I have quite a few Joe Torre cards. Back then, they were pretty decently cheap back then, even, and especially in the early 80s. And I picked up several of his 60s cards. Glad that I did. He's Hall of Fame manager. Should be a Hall of Fame player. Am I wrong? Is he in the Hall of Fame? Maybe I'm just wrong. He should be in the Hall of Fame. His numbers are excellent, I thought.
He's a Hall of Fame manager.
Hall of Fame manager. Then the
Two-time manager of the year.
last card I got, Mr. Steve Garvey. This card, I don't have this one. I have a lot of Steve Garvey. I was so happy to get that. The centering is very good. Corners look sharp. Overall, I don't even remember this card. It's kind of bizarre because look, I think they actually went to the extra mile to blur out the background.
It just makes it a lot more crisp.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you see it blurred out, but it just looks different. I don't know how I'm describing that. But either way, picked up all these cards, 50 cents each. And the good thing is, whenever we go in there, pick up a handful of cards, we always get a little discount. He always gives us a few bucks off the total price. So really, in fact, paid less than 50 cents a card. So check out more of our channel. We got plenty of these on our vintage card vault and plenty of other interesting stuff. Go to our homepage, Reds Rippers. Till next time, subscribe. Peace.